Hello, everyone, and welcome aboard the Starship Nightwish. I'm Commander Exorcist, and we are back in Elite Dangerous because today we just finished watching the Frontier Unlocked for June 3310, and we got our first look at the Type 8 transport in flight in game. We're going to take a look at the transport, and we're going to talk about some vital statistics related to the ship. Now, I am not on camera today because yours truly is not feeling well at all. So, to avoid traumatizing you with my appearance today, I'm just going to talk audio. We're going to show a couple of slides and go over some of the more interesting things that were revealed during the live stream. So, let's get started and take a look at this incredible ship. Now, the footage that you're looking at was taken by Frontier, and before we get started, I want to just throw out a little bit of a kudos to Frontier. They have definitely upped their in-game footage game. So some of these are really, really nice shots, really captures the scale and some of the detail of this ship. Now, I think it's interesting that they picked a very bright planet to show this ship off. It shows off a lot of the details, a lot of the little minor things. It is gorgeous. This ship is so cool. And you can see, as we suspected, the nacelles, they extend. So it looks like when you take off, you get an extension, almost like an X-Wing. It's really freaking cool. Great view out of the cockpit. I really like that they use the lighting in this particular planet because we can see the ship. And you can also, it really gives it an interesting contrast because you can see how different this is to pretty much anything else in in the Elite universe. And I'm very excited. I really like what I'm looking at. So now let's take a few minutes and let's go over some of the vital information. We actually got some very detailed information courtesy of Arthur Talmy regarding the hard points and the general layout of this ship. So if you're not interested in spoilers, this is the point to stop because we're going into some heavily detailed stuff. And let's get started. So I think we knew from previous videos that this was a medium landing pad ship. He talks specifically about what its role is in the game. They have built this ship for trading, but not specifically for fighting. So it's not a fighter trading ship, but this is Elite Dangerous, and so we will find a way. There's somebody out there, I'm sure, that's already coming up with a way to turn this into a combat freighter. But its primary role is going to be for hauling and cargo. So, and obviously that's what it looks like. It looks like an industrial workhorse. And but I mean, I'm the kind of guy that this is something I would like to take out exploring. This is a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool ship, and it looks very photogenic. So, doing any kind of industrial mission in terms of mining or anything like that, I think this would be a good option. It has SCO capability, but they did mention that it's not as fast as the Python Mark II, which would make sense. The Python Mark II is designed specifically for speed. That's something that they really emphasized when they were talking about it. So, and then they mentioned, and I hope I heard this number correctly, approximately 460 tons of hauling capability. If you look at the optional internals, that is a huge cargo bay. It's really nice. So it really is a solid entry into the cargo haul, mining, the freighter realms. So the truckers out there should really be happy with this one. And in a super unexpected twist, we get some very important information about the ship's general layout. So it has 6 hard points, 5 small, 1 medium, which again reinforces this is not a combat designed ship. They did specify that one of the hard points is right above the cockpit, so that's really nice for the obsessive compulsives among us, having something above the cockpit. And then the medium hard point is at the very bottom, right by the cargo hatch. So I think you can see it kind of there in the image. And then he went into the optional slots, which this is where things get fun. There is 1 size 1 slot, 1 size 2, 1 size 4, 2 size 5, 3 times 6s, and 1 size 7 optional slot. So there is a lot of opportunity for customization and special designs. So I'm really excited to see what people do with this level of flexibility. Yeah, definitely excited about the optional slots. And I know some people are probably not happy with the hardpoint design, but it really, it's not designed to go out there and fight. And even when you look at mining, it may be a little bit difficult to kind of put everything in there together to make it efficient, but there's somebody out there that'll figure that stuff out. The miners are probably already sitting down with their spreadsheets and figuring it out. We got confirmation that it will release in August of this year. So 3310, we will see the Python Mark II and the Type 8 flying around the galaxy. So I'm excited. I like what they've done. I have no complaints about it. I can't wait to fly it. It's a big ship, so it's medium, but it looks big. He said it turns pretty well, so it'll be interesting to see how it performs in day-to-day operations. And then as a final little jab, we learned that PowerPlay 2.0 releases in September. So we're getting 2 new ships in August, right in time for PowerPlay to release in September. So there's a lot of good things coming here very soon. So it's the dead game that just keeps on giving. Elite Dangerous alive and well, and there's a lot of good stuff on the horizon. There are still 2 new ships that we've heard nothing about. And so approaching August, we're really getting into July here in a couple of days, and so hopefully we'll start to see and hear a little more about those additions, and then we have the new feature, whatever that is, that's been teased. So lots of good stuff coming, and I'm very excited with the direction that things are going. The industrial design of the Type 8, and from what I've seen in flight and just a little bit of footage that we've seen, I really like how it looks. I like how it flies, at least in appearance. The nacelles extending and retracting like an X-Wing, that is so freaking cool. It'll be interesting to see how it flies. I'm not a big cargo hauler. I do a lot of mercenary work, settlement raiding, but there are times when I do need to haul cargo with my fleet carriers. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of utility I can get out of it in that capacity. So there it is, the first look at the Type 8 in flight, courtesy of Frontier themselves. And I can't wait because we're supposedly going to find out more about it and hopefully some other stuff in next month's live stream. So thanks for hanging out with me today, everybody. I'm Commander Exorcist. Take care, fly safe, and I will see you out there. Good night.